What's up, everybody? Welcome to Conversation with Buck Wild. I'm your host, Buck Wild. Glad to see y'all here today. I got my partner here with me today, Stacey. We go back a little ways, and man, it's good to see you, bro.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very good to see you. So, tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm celebrating my 40th birthday recently.
Okay.
February the 13th.
Okay.
40th birthday. Proud father of 3 sons.
Okay.
One biological and 2 bonus sons.
Okay. Still your sons.
Previous relationship.
Okay.
I have a certification as a personal trainer.
Okay.
And I work for the James City Rec Center, the YMCA, and the local Planet Fitness.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, personal trainer. What got you into that field? I mean, I've been knowing you a long time, and I think it was last summer we was kind of at the same place, and I heard you talking about you had to go somewhere. You know, you was dealing with some kids, had to train, and then I heard you talking about being a personal trainer. What even got you thinking about doing something like that?
Well, to be honest with you, I think as a parent, you always want to try to have the answers for your children.
Okay.
And with my children being athletes and them wanting to play sports, they encountered things that I didn't always understand, and I needed more knowledge. I needed more information. I needed to be able to better help them succeed or exceed.
Gotcha. Speak up a little bit.
I needed to be able to better help them succeed. And I guess to be quite blunt, my middle son Isaiah Carr tore his ACL.
Okay.
When he was in high school.
You said a car?
Isaiah Carr.
Is his name. Okay.
Yeah, he tore his ACL in the basketball gym, and then that was the thing that kind of really just motivated me more to want to get more knowledge around understanding how the body works and how to better develop it and how to heal it.
Okay, so let's go with far as kids. How active are you with kids as far as teaching them, training them, that type of stuff? What's your involvement with that?
Okay, so right now I currently volunteer for the YMCA. So I work. I also work for the YMCA, but I do volunteer with their youth basketball program. So that's age groups from 9 to about 11 years old.
Okay.
I also do individual personal training with a group of athletes from the age of about 8 years old all the way up to about 15.
Okay.
So a few of them play JV basketball for a couple of local high schools.
Okay.
I don't know if I should shout them out or not, but
I mean, do what you got to do,
man. A couple of them are too young, to play yet, but their parents see that they have skill or a love for the game, and they want to develop it. So it's nice. I get through the YMCA and through the rec center, I get the opportunity to work with a lot of kids. So it's beautiful.
Okay. So, are they a handful?
All of them are wonderful. No, they're really great kids. I think that's a testament to their parents. A testament to the upbringing too.
You don't want to choke none up.
No, I can't say none of mine. All my kids are great.
Yeah. I'm sure.
And I would say yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's good, man. And again, I've known you for a while, and I've seen you grown. But I never knew this side of you, And what made you pursue to even think about being a personal trainer. How did you get into that field? What does it take to even become a personal trainer?
Well, first of all, I guess I was always around the games, the football, basketball, baseball, a little bit of the track, So, and my sons played all those sports too.
Okay.
So we were blessed to be able to be able to take them to see great coaches and get a better understanding of what it takes to get to play the game at the next level, or, to play the game as a collegiate athlete. For me, what I wanted to do was I wanted to be able to follow them. I wanted to be able to continue working with them and working out with them. So getting a certification as a personal trainer is something that you can go through a lot of different governing bodies to do. But I chose the National Academy of Sports Medicine.
What is that?
It's just a fancy way of putting together an acronym, but it's called NASM for short.
Okay.
And it's just a governing body or company that you would go to get certified to do the personal training. So you have to study a few things. You take a test. And then if you pass the test with enough percentage, then you have the ability to do what we do. And that gives you the basic understanding of how to do, personal training.
So you have to take some type of class, I'm sure. Does a certificate comes in play to where it will acknowledge you and get you through the door to get jobs and to train people and... So, what do you have up under your belt right now? As far as, do you have people that you train right now? Are you active as far as working, making a living? Per se.
I would say in my second year of personal training and working for the rec center and working for the YMCA, I've been blessed to serve my community and have a pretty good body of work. I can't count in total, but I think I have maybe about 17 to 20 different guests in total right now. A few of them are transitioning in and out of personal training.
Okay.
But between the kids that are personal training and between the adults, which those ages range anywhere from 90 years old down to 8 years old, as I said earlier.
You said 90?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Absolutely. So you have a customer?
I have guests.
Guests. Okay, that's the word, guests.
Guests, yeah.
Okay. I said customer.
Yeah, guests.
I like you selling chicken or something.
Yeah.
Now, with you doing personal training, is it a certain way that you have to eat to maintain or to handle your business, or can you still eat like you want to and
Yeah. Now, I first of all, I am not a nutritionist, so that is not in my scope of practice.
So you'll eat pork, chicken, everything.
I personally don't eat everything, but I have my preferences. There are things I do and don't eat, and there are things that work for me.
Gotcha.
So I would say when it comes to figuring that out, you should talk to a nutritionist to figure out what's best for you.
But would you suggest to your guests to eat a certain way from what? Because I'm sure everybody's looking for something different when they're being trained. Right. You're not going to train all 17 to 20 people the same things. I'm sure they all not looking for the same.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, would a certain diet go with a certain routine?
Yes. Now, when it comes to your goals, then yes, there is going to need to be some type of way to fuel the body through that workout.
Okay.
So I will encourage my guests to seek the right routine or the right diet or the right advice around that. Because again, my scope of practice, as we call it, is focused on the physical fitness, how the body moves, and how to safely design a program for you that's progressive and safe for you to reach your goals. So
Okay.
I try to avoid all questions that have to do with nutrition, but I happen to know a very good company. I'd be more than happy to share that information with you. When it comes to nutrition, they're right here in Williamsburg, Virginia.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So where do you practice? Do you go to their homes, or do you have certain places that you go to and teach your guests or meet your guests, or do you have a group? I mean, what do you have going on with that aspect?
When it comes to the basketball skill development, sometimes those are individual trainings.
Okay.
But basketball can't be played by yourself.
Right.
So eventually we got to put you in the group,
Gotcha.
and that's the beauty of having a rec center like the James City County or the YMCA. So
Okay.
my guess or my employment comes through those two main locations, and
Okay.
I am currently working at the YMCA Centera and the YMCA in West Point, as
Okay.
well as the James City Rec Center here in Williamsburg too. So I have access to those two.
So what time do your days start to do your personal training? What I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because it seems like you got a lot. You got a full day. It seems like you got a lot going on, and you're getting it done.
And I'm
So
blessed to do that.
I congratulate you on
Yes,
that.
thank
and
you.
That's a very good positive thing.
Yeah.
So what time do your day start to even, let's say, your first guest?
Okay.
What time a day?
Well, I have a young lady who's in the military who likes to do 6 a.m. morning workouts.
Okay.
So for me to be there, I try to get up at least usually about 2 hours before I have to be somewhere. So it could start anywhere from 4 a.m. to 4:30 a.m. and then we're on the floor by 6 a.m.
Okay.
and working out and sweating and stretching and doing all the things associated with whatever we figured out through her assessment or her fitness assessment.
Now, okay, I know that you, let's say at 6 a.m., you with her doing your thing. Now, before you even get with her, do you warm up? Do you doing the exercise, or you just get out the bed, do your thing, and go and work out with her?
Yeah.
Or do you warm up
Now,
beforehand?
That's a very good question, right? So when it comes to what we do, some of it requires some demonstration. Some of it requires us to, participate. Sometimes it's good motivation or it's good encouragement to see someone working with you. So it depends upon each guest, and then it also depends upon your needs.
Gotcha.
If you struggle with balance, then obviously I'm not going to work out with you. I'm going to be watching you. I'm going to be focused on making sure you don't lose balance, so that we can build trust.
Gotcha.
And then once we build some trust and confidence and develop some skill and balance in whatever we're doing, then maybe I will be able to step back and participate.
Gotcha.
But most of the time I'll have to schedule my workout.
Gotcha.
Which some days takes the back seat because I have other things to do, and I get to invest in other people's workout. So,
Gotcha. Now, at the end of your day, what happens at the end of your day after you done trained this person and done showed the kids this and been on the basketball court doing your thing in the gym or whatever? At the end of your day, what do you do to unwind? Do you ever step off and work out yourself? And is that a form of getting your mind right?
Yes.
Or does it start your day, or does it end your day? Some people, one point in my life I used to run because it made me feel good. It just made me feel more energetic, and then I got to the point that if I didn't do it, I felt guilty. But Oh, they grew old too. But what's your goal? How far do you plan to take your personal training and everything that you have going on that's in that nature? How far do you plan to take it? What's your goal? What's your dream?
All right. Well, right now, goal is to learn more and more about coaching and how to develop the body, mind, and spirit of a person, an athlete, to help them succeed. So I'm learning how to communicate the best way I can.
Gotcha.
Effective communication, I guess, is the best way to put it. And so my goal would be to, I guess, take my coaching from the, youth basketball level to a high school level, or maybe a collegiate level at some point, or be a strength and conditioning coach or a personal trainer to high school, collegiate, or even professional athletes would be, I guess, the pinnacle of my dream job or dream lifestyle if I were to do it. But right now, I'd say I'd like to continue to serve my community through helping them stay fit and helping them achieve a better quality of life.
Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you this question because, of course, you're younger than me. And I just kind of want an opinion on someone your age. Eventually, I want to have someone younger than you and get the same opinion from them, from the same questions that I'm about to ask you, as far as everything that's going on in this world right now. And it's not peaceful. You know what I'm saying? And the old heads, they got something. Not everybody's perfect. People doing stuff out here, and it's crazy. New president. It's a lot of stuff going on. But dog, it's violence, man. It's like it's violence, and I watch this stuff on the media, and I cannot believe some of the stuff that I see. That it's like nobody has the governor to them no more. They just they do what they do, and a lot of folks. It may be your age and younger. I'm not picking on the young folks at all, but this is what I'm seeing. How do you feel about the age group or the gap in between some of these younger folks and you, because you weren't raised like that? We heard a lot of this stuff. We saw a lot of this stuff on TV, but now it's right here. It's right at you, and people, and they not playing. How do you feel about that? Do that make you feel your kids safe, or are you safe, or you know what I'm saying? Can I go this place? Can I look this way? Can I wear these colors without have to worry about having a problem with somebody? Let's just say it like that. What's your input on that?
Well, first of all, you asked a very dynamic question. So I will try to answer it to the best way I can.
Yeah. That's all I ask, because I ask a lot of people this question because there's a lot going on, and there's no way that you don't even have to have a phone or a TV, and you will know that it's cold out here right now. It's the world is, I don't know, man.
Okay. So I think I guess as I think about how precious life is and how fragile life is, some of us unfortunately have experiences that make us appreciate every day. Others of us maybe are in situations where life isn't as valuable in some circumstances. So you do find things happening that make you say to yourself, how could somebody do that to somebody else?
Right.
Why would a person do that to someone else? And that's unfortunate that we live in a world that way. So you can't ignore it. only thing you can try to do is be a part of the change. You can try to approach everything with love and try not to be so easily offended. But when it comes to standing up for what's right versus what's wrong, I think you have to be able to find a way to peacefully protest, or you have to do what a lot of my generation and I applaud them for doing it now are out here doing. They are finding ways to communicate with our elected officials to get things done that we need done in our communities. So I actually have a few classmates that I went to high school with that are into either politics or in government jobs and things like that now. And so whether it's my generation or the next generation, I think the biggest difference in the gap is the information that they have access to, like through YouTube and all these other platforms, and then Facebook and social media. So because they have so much access to so much information, they are a little bit more, I think, a little bit more
intense,
likely to live an alternative lifestyle. I guess it's the way to put it, because everyone's is able to find a alternative niche, a new way to earn income versus having to do whatever your mother or father did their whole life to earn their income. A lot of people don't go to one location and stay there for 30 years, 40 years and earn a pension and retire anymore. I know a lot of my young people are bloggers, are influencers, or are doing a lot of different things. So I applaud them for it. They just have access and opportunities that are just amazing now when it comes to having the different platforms. So it's kind of nice.
Yeah,
I'm looking to learn from it myself. So
yeah, and when I come up, of course it was violence, and I think that's always going to be here in some way, shape, form, or fashion. You know what I'm saying? But it was a way to handle things, and you live longer, and you listen to a certain type of music then, versus some of the music, and I love all kinds of music, but a lot of music I actually think persuade people to do certain things if they run into a certain situation and don't think. You know what I'm saying? Because you're already hyped, you're already crunk, if you will.
Yeah, well, if you're playing that music, it's because you wanted to be crunk anyway. You're playing the theme song.
Yeah, to what you're about to do.
Playing the soundtrack for what you're doing because you need to boost yourself up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's all right. But I firmly believe in music that there's a time and a place for everything when it comes to music. But when it comes to the music that has the explicit lyrics and the glorification of certain, violence, especially towards, our people, whether it be our women or men. We shouldn't promote that. That doesn't make you an artist.
But that's what sells.
That's not really an artist. Yeah,
but that's what sell out here. That's what's getting the money out here. That the women, they everything to change. I ain't gonna lie. I like a lot of it. I don't like where it's going, but I like a lot of it. But that's where it's going, man. That's where it's going. If you ain't leaking or bleeding up.
Kendrick Lamar said the revolution will be televised.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so there are some lyricists out there, though, and there are some people out there that are carrying the torch and really are educating and giving them the game.
Yeah, and it'll change. It have changed so much to where the women is is posting up in grown men's face in boxing. You know, is it right for this woman just to stand up and beat on you and you not do anything? Or is it wrong for you to put your hands on this woman because she's a woman, but she's acting like a man? And she's trying to get at you like a man and current it like a man. Yeah. And it's just crazy. Right. I'm seeing so much of that. Yeah. I'm like, I know these bras ain't out here fighting like that. You know, but that's what it is, man. I'm gonna keep it real. That's what it is. You have. I mean, and now, back in the day, it took more for somebody to get under your skin to where you want to fight. Not now. Not now. And so now you have to move, and so you can survive out in these streets. And you always got to be on your P's and Q's. Who wants to live like that?
Well, I don't think you have to live in fear, but you always shouldn't always be prepared. And it reminds me of a quote that one of my good friends at work, his name is Michael.E.
Okay.
He does the morning quotes every morning.
Okay.
I'll admit I steal them every morning, Malcolm, and I post them on my social media page. So, but he said, a true warrior is ready even in times of peace.
Okay, and I can relate to that because I watch a lot of Alone. I did a segment on that one time, and it's always a lot of quotes, and sometimes to me it don't make sense. But about time the end of the show, and I'm really thinking about it, and see what these people is going through. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, okay, so that's what that meant. It, they may say something like, have no fear, but yet be scared, because at the end of the day, it's going to be a light at the end of the dark road. Something that's like, what? What the hell is that?
It lacked impact.
I'm like, okay then, let me see what's going on.
But yeah, when it comes to being the life we live in, I have been blessed to grow up in a place where I've been surrounded by love and family and people who offer a certain level of protection because they know who you are or what family you're from and things like that. So, but and then I think people bring on whatever. Unfortunately, I will say that sometimes things can't be avoided, but a lot can be. I think I guess I've heard it put, we got to change the way that we react, and I think Nipsey Hussle said it that way. A lot of times the way that we react to things can be too sensitive sometimes. Not that some things don't require attention, it just may not always require aggression.
If I could change the world, in order to change the world, you got to change the people. Charleston White, he's a character. I think Charleston White is a household name. As soon as I said his name, you start laughing. But here's the thing about Charleston White. He is not stupid.
Oh yeah,
dog. He said some real stuff, man. Yeah. He was saying some grinding stuff. Yeah. But he done said some real stuff. Charleston White, if you're ever in the neighborhood, man, you can come sit here and talk to me, bro.
So I don't listen to a lot of different stuff like that, but I've heard of him and I've seen one or two clips. So I've heard him. He seemed to have a unique perspective. I guess that's the best all I can say.
I mean, he's outspoken. He's gonna tell you like it is, whether you like it or not, or that whatever consequences he got to go through, and he's still gonna stand on his business. You know, and that's just the way that guy is. Some of the stuff he done said, I don't agree with, but a lot of stuff he done said is real. It's true. You know, go back to women. They was talking about something, and it was two women sitting down, and it was him. So they trying to tell him about a woman, but he's trying to tell you how a real woman is, because a real woman is not going to put herself in a situation with all the fussing and cussing. She's going to separate herself from that. You know, she's not going to be in that. That's what a real woman will do. She will separate herself from the bullshit. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Versus going back and forth, you know. But that's another story right there.
Yeah.
And this man right here, everybody, I want you to know, a good man. He's really doing what he has to do in the personal training business, and he is going to be big and get very big. So y'all really need to follow this man. He actually have a platform, Instagram. You want to get him that information, because I actually left the card over there. But get them the information so they know what's going on and how real you are about your business.
All right. Well, you guys can follow me on Facebook. First name, last name, Stacey Norris. That's STACEYNORRIS. And or on Instagram at LSHD3. And of course, if you guys are interested in doing some personal training, you can reach me at my email, which is snorris, SNORRIS 504 at gmail.com.
There you have it, guys. I hope y'all appreciate this. I hope you liked it. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit your like. Make sure you share. Just show me some love. That's all I ask. And I really, really appreciate y'all. And we're going to see you next time. Thank you.